Good morning, everyone. It's at Luna Bell. Y'all, I have been speaking out publicly about the corruption and the organized crime groups targeting me, especially here in my hometown of Enterprise, Alabama. They call it the City of Progress. It's actually the City of Progressive Torture. I am a widow and I am supposed to be a rich one. I had the estate of my husband, which was in the billions, left to me, as well as the estate of my late father in law and my late mother in law. I inherited everything. They illegally changed the will and denied me my rights, and I never even got to see the will. Anyhow, y'all, they have used every backhanded, underhanded way they could. Uh, Judges, lawyers, doctors, everybody, the police especially, that are tied to organized crime and corruption. There are also ties to the Epstein files. Now, y'all, my rights have been denied me. I mean, this is a huge gang of organized crime, and it even goes online on social media platforms, even TikTok. It's one of the reasons I'm being targeted on there. They have so many honeypot scams, and y'all, I am known as a psychic medium, and I have also exposed the city of Enterprise and the police and doctors, lawyers, judges, fire rescue, EMTs, paramedics that are tied to Genesis case, as well as other people that are missing. I actually just did a recent channel on two young men that are in their teens, their late teens, around 17 or so, for hate crimes. Okay, these were black men and they were hate crimes that I channeled out for authorities. Now, I want to show you here that I received this citation from the City of Enterprise, served by the policeman that is in Unit 230. Now, he showed up at my house yesterday. You corrupt motherfucker. You grape. You grape black boys in the back of your unit, by the way, and you are being investigated, this, you pedophile. Okay? You're corrupt. But y'all, I have been exposing the corruption here, and I have not been silent about it. And y'all, after I received notice about this, when I mentioned this on my personal Facebook page in Enterprise, Alabama, y'all, and my name, my GOV is Teresa Revert. Y'all go look it up now, because ever since I started, after they served me this citation on July 29th of 26, and you can see it on here, it says 20 days, and I made mention publicly on my public Facebook page that it should be 30. Well, they waited until 30 days yesterday, actually 29 days. They waited till yesterday, and that same cop in unit 230 showed up, and y'all, I have the video of that, and I will post that video as a part two of this one, just for proof. Y'all, because my rights as an American citizen have been totally ignored and totally denied me. One, I haven't even been notified of some court case that I'm involved in where people are fighting over my estate. Other people are fighting over possession of my estate and trying to control me. And I've not been given one penny from my estate, from my inheritances. I haven't received one penny. And this is billions of dollars that these corrupt motherfuckers are fighting over. And that and trying to shut me up. The last move is they think to put an illegal lien. Number one, my pool. They're saying my pool needs to be clean, and it does. And honey, if I had possession of my inheritance, bitch, if I even got one penny of the support that I was supposed to from my estate that y'all are fighting over, you corrupt motherfuckers. Y'all so fucking funny, you greedy motherfucker. I'd clean my pool, but you're gonna try to use some broken ass citation, and then you're going to try to rig it, bitch, to work in your way. Bitch, this isn't even the original. Bitch, y'all piece together some bullshit. You know that? You're full of shit. Okay? You're full of shit. Let's see here. Anyhow, look, you showed up yesterday, officer in unit number 230. Um, and let's see. Let's look at the date here. Today is Thursday, is August 27th of 26. And it's 3:52 a.m. And y'all, you come up here, officer in the unit 230, and you came up with the officer in the K9 unit of 163. He was a young man. I have the video of it, of me talking to y'all, both of you, and I'll put that as a part 2 here. But ever since I started speaking out, y'all, I had been speaking out publicly about how my inheritance was illegally stolen from me, and how there is a court case where I'm not even represented. I've never received the court documents. I've never been served papers. I'm not even allowed to go to the court because I don't even know where it's at, what state, or who's done it. There have been multiple false reports filed against me with the police. Now, from people for whatever reason, I don't even know, but they are part of the organized crime. Now, ever since I started speaking out on my public Facebook page under my personal name, because they kept having my TikTok accounts banned, and y'all, that's where I made extra money. And they did this, of course, after they had my last TikTok account banned. So, y'all, I'm not even making the extra money that I did. Now, y'all, not only did they steal my inheritance, they stole my identity and my intellectual property. I'm an author, I'm a poet, I am a painter, and of course a psychic medium, and I have solved multiple murder cases and missing persons cases, y'all, and I ain't quit. And I've also solved Genesis, which involves elected political figures nationally. Now, in this corruption case that I have been uncovering, I've also uncovered the connection to a double homicide and raping over in Ozark, Alabama, that is connected to the trucking industry. The black man that was wrongfully convicted of this crime is actually innocent, and I have a 15-minute video that proves it. And I actually turned that into his defense attorney's office. Why is that not addressed? You know, as a matter of fact, I tell people about how ignorant about computers and everything and phones I am, and how I really don't know how to use them. I don't, y'all. And your employee there over that defense attorney's office actually had to show me how to airdrop it, because she told me when I called, she said, airdrop it to me. And I was like, I don't know how. She said, well, if you drive over from Enterprise and come to Ozark, I'll show you how. And I did. I drove straight over to that defense attorney's office, and that woman... There were 2 white women and 1 black woman, by the way. It was a white woman, the older white woman there, the older one. Anyhow, she's the one that airdropped it from my phone to her phone. Imagine that shit. Why are y'all still covering that shit up? Because he's a black man. He's a black man. Y'all shut up. Shut up. Exactly in the way I said. Y'all set him up, but you shut him up. Okay? And I know what you did to his daughter. Okay, I actually channeled that information out too. Okay, and he is or was a truck driver. Now, let me continue. Ever since I started speaking out about the corruption and everything on my personal Facebook page here in Enterprise, Alabama, well, the illegal surveillance and interference on my phone and my laptop and all my other devices has increased so much that I can't even share my YouTube videos to my personal Facebook page, nor can I create reels or post anything, you know, with pictures or anything on my personal Facebook page from my phone due to the illegal interference and monitoring on my phone and all my devices. They have illegal cameras in my home recording me 24/7. I have been roofied, raped, and sold on the black market. This is human trafficking. Y'all, I have connected judges, lawyers, doctors, nurses, firefighters, EMTs, paramedics, the ambulance services, uh, political figures, major political. This is worldwide, y'all. This isn't just everyday citizens. Not to mention that I had uh, four neighbors. It was five men that were standing in my gang stalking neighbors. The one right here, they live on this side of my bedroom here. And I'm surrounded by neighbors who are gang stalkers, who are part of it, whether they're just running their mouth or they receive payment. These on the side of me here are, paid gang stalkers, and he is a rapist. He is a drug dealer, and he and his girlfriend slash wife, whatever the fuck you are, have been trying to unalive her mother because she has an estate like me. And that woman, she's like 81 now, 82, I don't even know. And I actually turned in video evidence of her saying that that man, that one right here that lives next door, that gang stalker right there, actually broke her daughter's ribs, three of her ribs. I mean, and the woman's not crazy, and she's not senile, or, I mean, she's 81 years old and she has some issues and all, but if you don't over medicate her, and bitch, why would you have that woman in one of those big fluffy insulated coats in summer when it's like the heat index is like 105 to 111? Why would you have her in a puffer coat, a winter coat? Bitch, that's too hot for our winters, one thing. But bitch, why would you put that on your mama in the middle of fucking summer? It had a heat index here of 105 to 111. Why would you do that to your mama? But anyhow, I have a video of where she's sitting there talking about being abused, and where I tell her, ma'am, I seen you go in there with no bruises on your face or your body, the parts that were visible, and you come out with a black eye. Bitch, I turned that video in to DHR, and they still ain't done nothing about that. And bitch, I've reported that multiple times, and I know I reported that over a year ago the first time. Not only that, you're a pedophile. You're a pedophile. You're a drug dealer. Okay? And anyhow, and you're a rapist. Anyway, him and this is when he had a construction company or some shit. I don't even know if he works now. I don't know. I don't fucking care. But what I'm talking about is him and four of his employees. So five grown-ass men in this driveway right here. That neighbor right there outside my bedroom window. Five grown-ass men threatened to rape me as I was walking by. Y'all, was going on my walk. Because at that time, I used to walk twice a day. And they wanted me to be terrified and not exercise or enjoy myself. It was targeting. This is organized crime, targeting individuals, trying to terrify them. Y'all, I was terrified because I didn't walk for almost 9 months, and I lost a lot of muscle mass. That's how bad the targeting and gang stalking, and they're supposed to be my handlers, him and the neighbor across from me. Anyhow, so let's get back to this. This officer, yeah, I even reported that shit. Yeah, as a matter of fact, I tried to file a police report. I called the police and they showed up. And I'm showing the one officer that come up to me on my patio to talk to me, and I'm showing him the video evidence of this man, this gang stalker right here next door to me, and his four employees threatened to rape me. Bitch, I didn't ask for that. Ain't nobody asking to be raped, you understand? Five men, my neighbor, and four of his employees, and three of them live in my neighborhood. No. Yeah, is that correct? Yeah. 1, 2, yeah, three of the men live on my street. That one right here, one right across the street, right here, directly across from him, and the house next door to him. Three of them motherfuckers on my street. One right here, one right across the street, threatened to grape me, bitch. And the police told me I need to go in the house and ignore the neighborhood drama. Bitch, that motherfucker ran my license. I'm trying to file a report of 5 men threatening to grape me on one at on Magnolia Circle in Enterprise, Alabama. And they tell me to go in the house and ignore the neighborhood drama. Anyhow, y'all, I keep speaking out about that corruption in our town of Enterprise, Alabama, but you are the city of progressive torture. And after I started allegedly, and allegedly when I pointed out on one of my posts on my public personal Facebook page about it should be 30 days, not 20 days, by the way, dumbass. Who the fuck typed this shit up? I mean, y'all just pulled a little this and a little that and tried to make it look fucking official. You stupid. Allegedly. Anyhow, it should have been 30 days. And, well, whatever your name is in Unit 230, because you never gave me your name. As a matter of fact, I told you, you said you were going to go take your picture for the judge. What judge is that? How is it you already got a judge involved? I'm just curious. I mean, curiosity got the cat, as they say. And is this a judge that's taking payments or, bribes or corrupt backhanded deals? What judge exactly is it? How the fuck do you got a judge involved in this already? The judge wants some pictures. What fucking judge? How the fuck do you got a judge involved already? I'm seriously. I mean, y'all got me involved. Y'all are fighting over my estate in some court case that I'm not even allowed to know about or even go attend. I've never been notified of it. If it wasn't for my psychic gifts, bitch, I wouldn't know about it, period. Exactly who is it fighting over my estate, and who exactly is getting the money monthly that I'm supposed to be getting, that's supposed to support me, the widow? It's my estate, bitch. Why am I not getting the money? I haven't received one penny. Who exactly is collecting my money? What judge is presiding over this case? And what judge, Unit 230, which judge were you referring to saying you're going to go get the pictures for the judge and give them to the judge? How is it that you have a judge involved? How is it I'm not represented by a lawyer or anybody else? What court case are you involving me in now that you already have a judge presiding over my case for a citation? But and I also made mention in these public posts of mine that I can't make on my page anymore because of the illegal interference and monitoring of my phone and my devices. Let's see what it'll do today. Y'all, sometimes I can't even call 911 on my phone. I mean, that's how bad the illegal surveillance and everything is on my phone. Even my laptop, y'all, and it's a brand new laptop. Y'all, the shit. I tell you what, this Enterprise, Alabama is a city of progressive torture. Y'all, this is my personal Facebook page, and let's go to Reels here, and y'all can see me hitting on that. Let's see if I can make any thing here. Oh, look, let's see if it'll record. And y'all see me trying to record. Y'all, I'm just sitting here. I had a visit from the Popo yesterday from the police. And I'm kind of wondering if this actually record. Let's see. I want y'all to see. Y'all see, it won't do shit. It won't do shit. So they effectively managed to get me to quit speaking about it on my public Facebook page, but not my YouTube. Not my YouTube, bitch. But anyhow, how is it? What judge, by the way, was that you were referencing that you're taking pictures for yesterday? And in matter of fact, in the young man in the K9 unit number 163 that pulled up by you across the street from you, directly across the street from you, baby, he put a tracker on you. Well, it's a listening device on your car. Um, well, it's a tracker listening device. But anyhow, you also had another one on your body. Apparently, you're being investigated by someone I don't know. Your corrupt behavior, I'll bet. Anyhow, and what gets me about this also, sir, is oh, yeah, let me get back to the young man that was in Unit 163. It was a K9 unit, which I thought was interesting, very interesting, considering you were parked in front of one of my gang stalkers directly across the street from me, who is a drug dealer. Okay, I actually mentioned all the drug dealers on this street before and reported this shit. Y'all ain't done a motherfucking thing. Hell, he was one of the men threatening to rape me, and I tried to file that report with the police. Y'all told me to go up in the house and ignore the neighborhood drama. As a matter of fact, I mentioned that to that man that was in that K9 unit 163. When I was mentioning to the fact that my property, my home here at 118 Magnolia, is actually private property, that I own it free and clear. There is no mortgage. My house has been paid off for years, okay? And I mentioned also on my public Facebook page before y'all fuck with my phone, that y'all have it so I can't, y'all just saw me try to make it real. I can't do shit due to illegal hacking and monitoring of my phone and my devices. Y'all so fucking stupid. And corrupt. Y'all go to any lengths to shut anybody up, won't you? And see, I had mentioned also before that now they're trying to illegally take my home with some bullshit. What judge is this that you got lined up? Anyhow, so let me get back to this. I mentioned as well that this is private property and that you do not have permission to access my property or take any pictures. But you ignored my rights as an American citizen, as a free American citizen. I've never been in trouble with the law before. Before all this stuff started happening, people stole my inheritance and my identity and so much more, and all my intellectual properties. I've never had the law called on me. I've never been in trouble in my life before. And now all of a sudden, I inherit a huge estate that's in the billions of dollars. And I have all these false reports filed against me. And I have people that stole my inheritance and that there are judges, and I have and I have fucking proof. And that it's being investigated. Who exactly? Where's this court case where people are fighting over my estate and I don't even get to go, bitch? I don't even know where it's at or who's involved or the judge. Let me get back to this. You taking away my rights as an American citizen. That you have denied me my rights as an American citizen, and as a matter of fact, you have continuously abused me because of your greed and your corruption, and because I am a rich widow, and you think because I am a single woman and I'm supposed to be rich and you stole my inheritance. Now you're going to try to use some bullshit citation, and this ain't even done right, by the way. This is not even legal. It ain't going to stand up in the court of law. Okay, number one, you got 20 days, and because I said something on my public Facebook page, you actually wait till the 29th and 30th day to come take some illegal pictures that you illegally accessed my property in. I told you and the officer that was in Unit 163 that this was private property, and you chopped your ass all over my rights and my property without my permission, against my will. That is a violation of my American rights as an American citizen and my human rights. These are crimes against humanity. This is corruption wide open in the city of Enterprise, Alabama, the city of progressive torture. Of corruption that's so open and out in the all out in the open in politicking. And by the way, this is racist. You are white supremacist. Okay? This is what this organization is. You have stolen my inheritance, my estates of billions of dollars. As a matter of fact, there's an individual that is tied and related to the people who own the Morgan Stanley Company in Atlanta, Georgia, that is tied to this. He is a relative of the people who own the Morgan Stanley that is supposed to be managing my estate. Who exactly is fighting for a power of attorney or conservatorship or trusteeship over my estate? Why am I not receiving one penny from it? And why am I being denied money and access to my estate and my property to where I can actually have my pool cleaned and fixed? Now, exactly. Now, I will post a video that I have after this one of where of me talking to the officers, and I started recording before they came up to my porch and before they started speaking to me. I mentioned as well that my gang stalking neighbors, that 5 men, 3 of them who lived in this neighborhood on my street, one right here, one directly across from me, the K9 unit 163, you were parked in front of his mailbox, darling, that he was a drug dealer. And I also made mention of his pool in his backyard and how it does not meet the citations or the list that you so kindly gave me here. And I also mentioned how they threatened, those 5 men were threatening that I tried to file a report with the police with y'all. And I was told to, where they threatened to grape me, 5 men. 3 of them live on my street right here. And that I tried to file a report, and you told me to go talk to the chief of police. That was Unit 163, the young man that was in Unit 163. You had an old K9 SUV. Was those the Chevy Tahoes? Anyhow, you told me to go talk to the chief of police. Bitch, that's different from go inside and ignore the neighborhood drama. Welcome to Enterprise, Alabama, the city of progressive torture and ignoring. And well, actually, you didn't ignore, you took away my rights as an American citizen because I am a rich widow and y'all are greedy motherfuckers. I will post a part 2 of that video. And y'all, I recorded that video CYA, bitch. CYA. CYA. This is officers, the police force in Enterprise, Alabama, outright abusing an American citizen. Okay, and this is threats and intimidation, and y'all trying to, not only did you illegally steal my inheritance, and y'all are corrupt and been covering up, but y'all have all the fucking proof, and y'all still trying to cover up your shit, okay, your corruption. Now y'all are trying to use this illegally bullshit right here, saying that I cannot take care of my property, and you're trying to illegally obtain my property by placing an illegal lien against it. What judge do you have assigned to this, and what judge are you giving the pictures to? You said yesterday when you showed up yesterday to do this that you were giving the judge the pictures. You already got a judge. How the fuck is that? Y'all already arranged this. How fucking obvious. How fucking obvious. Y'all don't be a single rich widow in America right now, especially here in Alabama. especially in Enterprise, Alabama. They're going to steal your money. They're going to steal everything. They're going to steal your estate, and they're not going to give you a penny of it. Not one penny of support have my estate have I received. Y'all, I am a psychic medium. I don't need a pendulum. I don't need rods. Did political figures who own who own oh, what are those? Oh, the trash that does the trash and the landfills. The political figure, the national political figure that was nationally elected. Did my husband and my husband's family pay him money the first time he got elected to help him get elected to cover up my husband being a PDFer? And that his friend Timothy Yates, this is a matter of public record, where his best friend's husband, Timothy Yates, that's a matter of public record, got convicted and went to prison for being a pedophile. How the fuck is he out of prison? And did my husband and his family arrange and pay corrupt money to cover up my husband's involvement? Is that how this major national political figure got started in politics? Because my husband's money. Did my husband's attorney, who's gay as fuck, by the way, and a pedophile, did he do this arrangement for my husband? And have I given the proof? Now, I bet you could see why people want to shut me up, because not only have I, you know, exposed his corruption and how many people are taking bribes out of my estate. Have I received, go neutral, please. Have I received one penny from my estate that was left to me of my inheritance? Have I received any money? One penny. Is this citation here even the real citation? Or is it one they pieced together? Is it one they pieced together? Anyhow, you get the gist. And it's not going to matter if you are rich or not, if y'all have not realized that here in America. Baby, they done took our rights because I'm a woman. Okay, and this is small town, deep south Alabama. But you are not the city of progressive. You're not the city of progress. You're the city of progressive torture. And y'all, I will put up the second part of this, and it's the video from yesterday, where I'm flat out telling the police here that this is private property and that they do not have a right to access my property. And the officer in Unit 163, the K9 one, he actually looks at the older cop who is in Unit 230, and he is the one who served me this illegal citation in the first place. By the way, baby, you got a judge involved already? I mean, you plain as day say that you got to take these pictures to the judge. How do you got a judge involved in this already? How's that happen? Corruption. And I would tell realtors, don't think about buying my home. Don't. Not through their illegal means, okay? You'll be tied to their corruption, and you're an accessory to their crimes, okay? So I just want to point that out. Y'all have a good morning now. You take care, you hear? You come on back.